Hey guys, as you come in, you hear little tunes playing in the background, but I do not own the rights to this song. We made it. It's day 15, guys. I don't want to get to the hook because then I might leave y'all hanging. Okay, I gotta turn it off. Otherwise, I'll be in here having a dance party by myself. Anyway, yippee! Thank you guys for tuning in. Many of you tuned in for all 15 days. Rochelle, I got to shout you out on Facebook because you definitely held it down on Facebook. You were tuning in and supporting your girl for all 15 days, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So yeah, today is day 15, celebration time. I made it all 15 days. Even through the migraines, I managed to be able to get on this live and do this thing. Rochelle, let me know if you can hear me on here on Facebook, because sometimes when I don't have my earplugs in, it doesn't pick up the sound. So just thumbs up or yes or whatever. Instagram, what's up? YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. It's celebration time. We made it. I'm so happy. I definitely got more comfortable sitting in front of this camera after doing it for so many days. So I will do more lives. How often? I'm still not sure. Maybe I'll do weekly, but I'm not certain yet. But I definitely will not keep doing this every single night. I have a family. My husband was like, "Is this the last night you about to kick me out of our room? Because I'm trying to watch the first 48 and you just keep kicking me out." I'm like, "I'm sorry. This is the last night." So it's a celebration for him too, because he is tired of me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am Jamie Newton Knight, your blended Black family strategist, your cooperative co-parenting specialist, and I help women who feel overwhelmed by drama and lack of boundaries in their blended families and are ready for a shift, move past the pain, and co-parent in a positive way. I'm definitely not going to stay on here long because I actually have a live that I'm doing in another group right after this at 8:30. In addition to being a blended family coach, I am on a health and fitness journey. And along that journey, people have seen me working out and will ask me what the journey is about and things like that. And so I have also helped them get on their health and fitness journey in the process. So that is also another part of a business. That's another business that I have. So if you're interested in finding out about the fitness journey, if you want to start your own fitness journey, if you just want to hear some information, there's a call that's coming up in a little while. You can send me a text, Rochelle, if you want to be a part of it. You can DM me, hit me up, whatever, and I'll send you the information. It is definitely on Facebook, so Instagram, YouTube, whatever. It will have to, if you want to know any of the information. Actually, if this is after 8:30 p.m. and this is any other social media outlet, you can still DM me and ask me information. I'll try to give you as much information as possible, but the live is happening tonight at 8:30. So moving on, I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for tuning in. This is not a live that you need to share because this is just a live where I am saying thank you to you guys for tuning in every night. There were so many people who showed up for all 15 days, and I am so appreciative of that support. I wanted to recap all of the topics we had this week and just to say, listen, if you missed any of the evenings and you want to revisit, or if there was some information that I said in one of the lives that you missed, and because of course with Instagram it only shows for 24 hours and you missed it, you can check it out on my YouTube channel. So number one, on day one, I did an introduction. I opened up the floor for questions and I asked, what's your greatest blended challenge? What is your co-parenting challenge? If you have a challenge that you're trying to figure out how to deal with, I opened the floor for people to ask me questions, and I answered on the live. Many people didn't really have questions that night, or they shied away from their questions, so we just kind of had a general conversation. It was fun, it was cute, and then we moved on to day two. Day two, I did how to co-parent with a hostile co-parent. That one was an extremely hot topic. I got so many views from that live. That live, I actually had that live on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And that video has been viewed over 7,000 times. So that video is like, I guess people have been co-parenting with some hostile people. So they needed some information. So day two, again, was how to co-parent with a hostile co-parent. Day three was understanding the Cocoa Blend Boot Camp. So to explain what that is, I have a boot camp that's coming up. The date for that is February 8th. It will be an online boot camp. We will sit and discuss your blended issue and kind of try to, the boot camp tries to get you through the steps of cooperatively co-parenting better. So if you're interested in that boot camp, please do sign up for it. The link for it will be on any of these social media pages. Day three was understanding the Cocoa Blend Boot Camp. Day four was having fun on a budget. As some of you know, I'm frugal Fran as far as my kids are concerned. So, and my husband will say it too, I'm frugal Fran, so I will always try to find a way to cut some costs. I love to save a coin, okay? Because I have 4 children. 4 children, me being in grad school is not free, okay? You gotta pay for that. And financial aid does not cover it. So, yeah. So I have to know how to have some fun on a budget. I can't be all work and no play, so. We did that one on day 4. On day 5, I talked about a book that inspired me. I think I have the book around me. That book was Keep It Classy by Moneta Shaw. I talked about why I like the book so much, and I gave you a couple of topics in that book that I think would be helpful to other people. However, the whole book is helpful, but I gave you specific topics to focus on. On day 6, I talked about what I wish I knew when I was starting my blended journey. What I wish I knew when I was starting my blended journey. I really did wish that there were some things that I knew ahead of time, but there is no blueprint. There is no handbook that talks about being blended and how to navigate this world. You just kind of go with it and try to figure it out. Day 7 was the person that inspired me. That day I talked about my niece, Nini. I call her Nini. Her name is Shaniqua. She also has a business online. It is called Straight Diva No Chaser. And she's actually in the process of changing the name. She has t-shirts. She has a lot going on. I will tag her in this video so that you can check her out. On day 8, I talked about tips on how to co-parent in a healthy way from the start. So how to start off co-parenting in the right way instead of struggling through it, how to start. And those were 2 important factors, which was the introduction is important. And number 2 was it's important not to omit this introduction. If you want to know what those introductions are, definitely check out the video on YouTube. All of these videos are actually going to be on YouTube. On day 9, I talked about the one thing about my blended journey that hold on, I'm trying to read my own writing. One thing about my blended journey that I wish I could go back and do over. So if you want to know what that was, again, go look at the YouTube video and you will see. Now, day 10 was the elements of a narcissist. Many people call their exes a narcissist without knowing the full definition of what that means. A behavior, you might say that action is a narcissistic action, or that, you know, what you're doing is like a narcissist, but you can't call the individual a narcissist. There's basis behind that word. There's elements behind that word. And you need to know what those characteristics are before you keep throwing that word around willy-nilly. I hear so many people say they are co-parenting with a narcissist. So I hope that when you're using that word, you're using it wisely and not using it, you know, throwing it around, because it's a real thing with real characteristics. I'm not going to get into my whole psychological thing again with y'all, but check out the video and you will find out more. Day 11 was my Chuck E. Cheese co-parenting experience. I know some of you are like, what are you talking about? Chuck E. Cheese and co-parenting, how do those two things go together? Go watch the video. Day 12 was finding balance while blending. That's super important, because you have to know how to balance things out. Again, you know where to find it. Day 13 was united in discipline. So important, whether you are co-parenting with someone that you are not with, or whether you are parenting together with someone who you still are with. Me and my husband have to stay united in discipline. And I'm just saying to anybody who's a parent who shares the parenting experience with someone else, whether it's your spouse or whether it's a co-parent that's not inside the home, you need to stay united in discipline. Day 14 was co-parenting and religion. That one was a hot topic as well, because people who have the main custody of the child often feel like I should be the one who decides what religion my child practices and, you know, things like that. That's a video you could go back and watch. And today, we have made it to today. It's day 15 and we are celebrating. So again, I'm not staying on here long. I see that I have 5 more minutes left. So if you guys have questions, post them below. I will definitely go back and answer them. If you wish to join me on the fitness conversation, drop those messages below and I will definitely DM you. But yeah. So yeah, it's celebration time. I hope you guys have an amazing evening. As always, you can reach me online. So my email address is Jamie NK. So that's Jamie, Jamie, N as in Nancy, K as in kite, at thecocoblend.com. You can also look at my website online, thecocoblend.com or Blended Back Family. Either one, they're both up. They're both mine. You can reach me there. If you're interested in the Cocoa Blend Bootcamp, a link for that will be in the bio and below on Facebook. If you are interested in contacting me for a free blended brainstorming session, the link for that will be below. That gives you some, you tell me your challenge, I give you some clarity, I help tell you how we can move forward. If we are a fit, we can work together. If we're not, listen, I can give you some resources that might help you along this journey. And finally, if you don't want any of those things, but you want to stay connected, because I do have a Facebook group called The Cocoa Blend, the Cooperative Co-Parenting Blend Group. You can just go to the group, or you can sign up for my email updates, which the link for that will also be here. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to take us out with celebrating. So have a good night. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for your support. I really, really, really appreciate you. Thank you, Instagram.